There is something about her voice that clues you into a personality, that makes you wonder if this person has experienced serious pain or just understands serious pain. And I think there's a depth of empathy to what she conveys that feels not just warm, but dependable. Like there's someone there who is wise beyond her years and can express it simply. And that unfettered quality is so addictive because you can't find that other places. There are other vocalists I admire, but there aren't other vocalists that I just know by their voice. When Karen Carpenter sings, I'm getting to know her, and it makes her both feel very knowable and also so distant because I don't know how she's doing it really.
My training with my classical training with my teacher in LA taught me to hear their technique. Most of us don't listen to music and listen for technique, but I hear things all the time. I hear how she places, she's up and over the pitch. I hear her breath control. I hear her phrasing. I hear everything about her technique. And then I hear Richard's genius in the harmonies are so tight you can't pull them apart. You know, like I'm good at harmonizing, but I can't even hear all the notes in some of their harmonies because they're so pure and on pitch. Yeah, her phrasing and her pitch were exquisite.
Karen was obviously very passionate about drumming. She was obviously amazing at drumming, but in the context of these variety shows, she treated it as this quirky thing she would try out for us. But that was also part and parcel with the bewildering thing about Karen Carpenter was she was so unpretentious and it's just me, and yet the talent that would come out was mesmerizing. She didn't seem to think of herself in any way as mesmerizing. I think she thought of herself as talented, but the quality about her that was bewitching, I think always eluded her a little bit. And to viewers, you know, it's spellbinding. You can't believe it, particularly in this clip with the drumming. I think that's also the fun of Karen Carpenter is she knew she was amazing, but there was something she emitted that only the fans could take in.
She had self-confidence when she was behind the drum. I mean, and she had confidence talking to the guys, talking about music. She had confidence with Richard. They argue sometimes about different things, but always to do with music. And I mentioned before that she was shy, and I think that she was not comfortable being a superstar, and she didn't think of herself as a superstar. And I don't know where she picked up. It must have been a while when she was a kid even, that maybe her mom was not a supportive person. She wasn't a cuddle person or a nurturing person. So that Karen, she had the confidence about the music, and then some of the other stuff, she didn't have the confidence. She showed that she did, but it was like I think a facade, you know, because you could tell that she wasn't comfortable with it, and it was hard for her to be somewhat bold sometimes.
I think the solo album was a chance for Karen Carpenter to wonder if she could make decisions for herself. I think Richard really was obsessive about the choices he made, and Karen was a brilliant instrument to him in a lot of ways and occasionally contributed, but I think this album to her was a chance to wonder if there was a solo opportunity for her, because I don't think she ever thought of herself as a solo star. I mean, I can't picture Karen Carpenter scheming to be a bigger star. I think it was in her nature to do what was asked of her and to enjoy herself. And I don't think that naturally led to ambitious moves on her part. So in a way, I think this was a diversion for her. I don't know if it would have been an eternal diversion, but I think it was her asking herself, am I eligible for more than just being part of a duo? When you review Richard Carpenter's quotes, what he says about her, obviously there's a lot of love and affection and appreciation there, and there's also so much woundedness. I really think he was afraid of Karen being thought of as more brilliant than he was, more important in a way. And I think he constantly resented and could claim fairly that he was being underrepresented in Carpenter's media. So when I hear his comments about that album, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it is, of course, too harsh. It is, of course, unfair to her, and I think, in a way, he's in denial about the ways in which she felt trapped.
I never imagined that Karen would go off and do a solo album with someone else, with some other producer, because I think that Richard was perfect for her. They could discuss the changes and whatever they would discuss, because he would find the song for her. And I think that she was just trying to find an excuse to run away. So she spread her wings and tried to do a different song, trying to do a little jazz or South American stuff, whatever she did. I'm not quite sure, but I think that was the period where she was just trying to just put things behind her. And I think that the fire in that family started up, and both got off tracks. So, but I thought for sure that she would be strong enough to come back, you know. And I think if she had come back and had Richard look for some music for her, or write some, or go to Paul Williams, you know, and find something for her, and maybe give her a different type of spin, that he would be great at it, and she didn't have to go, you know, making albums with somebody else. But no, it never occurred to me that she would do that. But I think the only thing that tells me that she wanted to just get away, and she wanted to find a way out. And I think the eating disorder was the only thing that she can control. You know, she can control that, and nobody could tell her what to do. And and I don't know if what she had in mind, if she had an end in mind, but I don't think so. I think that she was just punishing herself or somebody, and saying, you know, that I'm going to do this, and I'm doing it. That's it, and you can't say anything.